Okay, so you see that I have right here to do this problem, it says find the value of V, but it also has this note that says anytime we have a triangle, the sum of all the angles is always going to be 180 degrees. All we have to do is write an equation that says what that note says. So our three angles here, let me do them in different colors. We've got a blue angle, a green angle, and a red angle. If I add all of those up, they're going to add up to 180 degrees. Let me do it this way. How about if I say the red plus the blue plus the green. That's not very neat, sorry. Try to be a little neater here. The red angle and the blue angle and the green angle add up to 180 degrees. So isn't the red angle 64 degrees? Good. The blue is 15V, right? 15V. And the green is 14V, isn't it? Go ahead and write that down. Tell me when you're ready. Write down what I have there, please. If we combine our like terms, for instance, we can combine these two terms because they both have V. What do we get if we add 15V plus 14V? Yeah, if we add these, we're going to get 29V. So let's write that, 29V. And we'll still have the 64. I'm going to stick with black here. 64 degrees equals 180 degrees. Okay, go ahead and write that also. Write that equation also. Now we need to get this part of the equation by itself because it has V in it. And that means we have to get rid of this part. They added 64. Let me make a little more room. If they add 64 degrees, then we want to subtract 64 degrees from both sides. So I'm going to write what I just said. I'm going to subtract 64 degrees on this side. And I'm going to subtract 64 degrees on that side. So what I want you to think about for a second is what do we get? If we add these two up, we can just get 0. We can cross them off. Just think about it for a second. What do we get if we add up these two, 180 and negative 64, or 180 minus 64 degrees? What will we get if we do that? Yeah, if we subtract that, we'll get 116. So let's that. If we subtract, we'll get 116, but we still want to write down the 29V, and 180 minus 64 is 116 degrees. So now, what do we have to do to get the V by itself? Yeah, we're going to divide both sides by 29. Maybe I need a little more room here, so let's do that first. If we divide, I thought I had more room there. We divide both sides. If I move it up, there we go. If we divide this side and this side by 29, that should be degrees there, by 29, okay, we can simplify these, and now we have the V by itself. So what do we get if we divide 116 degrees by 29? Yeah, if we divide, we're going to get 4 degrees, and that'll be our answer. So when you're done, just put your answer. I left the box off, but it's going to be the value of V is 4 degrees.